Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo has actually been a fun read so far. I haven't covered the previous 4 chapters, but from now on, hopefully weekly, I'll be covering each chapter. I'm scared of this video getting taken down, so I won't be showing full pages or full panels. This chapter also feels like the original Jujutsu Kaisen manga. So far, I haven't felt the gegginess of the paneling and writing until this chapter, but that's possibly because of the fight that happens. Props to Yuji Iwasaki, since I already felt nostalgic reading Jujutsu Kaisen, and Modulo has a more older feel to its art style, so it's hitting all the boxes for me in terms of nostalgia. This chapter is quite action heavy and explores new ideas in the power system that wasn't in the original series, and gives some hints as to how Tsurugi can become stronger. Instead of continuing where we left off, the chapter starts off with a girl and her mother, with the girl's cup of water starting to float and Maru still unconscious on the floor. It could be related to the end of the chapter, but we don't really get any context to what's happening. Then we finally continue, where Tsurugi fights the old curse user who's obsessed with staying young. He uses his Shikigami, Marmalade Boy. Tsurugi fights both the old man and the Shikigami at the same time. The old man fights with a needle and is apparently at a grade 1 level, which is a problem since Tsurugi's still struggling to keep up. In my opinion, I think the grading is slightly weaker than the original series, because I don't think any special grade sorcerers exist, but I could be completely wrong and the old man is actually grade 1 level. Tsurugi asks him if he could use that power to help people, which is similar to what Yuta said to Uro. We're definitely going to get more references back to the original series, where we see the old cast in the new characters. The creepy old man reveals he's become numb to killing and he just loves being young, so he stays in 1st grade every year. Very reminiscent of the original curse users just loving to kill, and similar to Sukuna just not caring and killing whoever he likes for his own pleasure. Then we get the reveal that the old man is senile, and he's repeating his phrases, and a warp effect happens around him. This could symbolize that his worldview is tainted by his technique, and can't see past his own obsession. But it's confirmed that Tsurugi does have a heavenly restriction. I've seen people say he just has low cursed energy, but the old man basically confirms it. The old man says Tsurugi manages to use simple domain by using the cursed energy from the tool, which is a feat that not even Toji or Maki could even do. I do think that as the story progresses, it might be revealed that his access to cursed energy comes from the ring, and when he gives it back to Yuka, he will lose access to the tools. Because in chapter 1, Maki says his power comes through loss, so when he gives the ring back to Yuka, he'll be the next Toji or Maki. This time, Tsurugi didn't deploy the usual simple domain. He created a whole network of them, with it being called Maculation. We see him use Kusakabe's automatic counter technique to attack anything that enters the area. It's possibly the best simple domain we've seen so far in the series. Then the old man notices a curtain being put down by the window. I forgot the window guy's name, but Yuka enters the fight by using her biting twist. I assume her curse technique is to turn her nails into claws, but that could just be a curse trait similar to Hakari. It's just very simple for a curse technique. The old man tries to dodge, but Jujustu Kaisen is back in full action, and the Okotsu siblings just absolutely batter the old man. He says that their powers together are a multiplication, not an addition, but the old man they were fighting was just a puppet clone. Hiding in his Shikigami, Yuka gets stabbed in the back, and Tsurugi gets stabbed on his stomach. He explains to the both of them that he can pack the guardian spirit in the skin he makes. I'm guessing guardian spirit is a translation to Shikigami, but we end the chapter with Maru, who opens his 3rd eye and possibly still unconscious, but the debris around him starts floating, which relates back to the first page with the girl's cup of water floating. Maybe his true technique has something to do with gravity, but it's also a shared technique. I'm looking forward to how they explore the power between twins. In the original series, the only twins we saw in action at the same time was Maki and Mai, but Maki had a heavenly restriction, so she never had a technique, and Sukuna already ate his twin, so we never saw what his twin could do. This chapter was very interesting, and explored ideas we haven't seen in the original series. I was worried that there wouldn't be new ways for characters to use the power system, but Gege delivers. The pacing has actually been slower this chapter too. So far, each chapter has a resolution to each situation. Overall, the series has a lot of potential. The fighting choreography, the art, and the body horror are phenomenal. It continues to explore the dark nature of sorcerers, that they just like killing and nothing else. Maybe we'll get reference to the Heian era again. That's all for this video. Read the chapter if you haven't already. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back again to review next week's chapter.